Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Untitled. I'm Ryan. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys an update on the levels that I'm looking at on Bitcoin to the upside and to the downside to trade. And before we get into it, I want to first show you guys the level that we did bounce at to the upside right here. Because in my last video about a week ago, I believe last Tuesday actually, I was telling you guys that the first level that I'm looking at to the upside would be the top of this channel right here, which coincided with this golden pocket take right here, which would have been taken from this high to this low right here. And we came right into that level and we got a rejection all the way down to this order block right here, which I was predicting. Now we're getting a bounce up and we're going to see if this happens to be an A, B, C or a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're coming up for a fifth wave. Now I'm going to go into some of the scalps that I'm looking at to the upside, and I'm going to go into the 15-minute chart to make it easier. And basically, I'm looking at two levels right now, and I'm going to be taking these pretty aggressively because if this is indeed an A, B, C, then I don't want to miss out on this move to the downside if we just come up for a wave 2. So if this is a wave 1 and we're coming up for a wave 2, which might top out here or here, then I don't want to miss out. So I'm going to be taking these scalps pretty aggressively. Of course, I'm not just going to blindly, short into these scalps, but I will be trying to get in on some of these levels, most likely, assuming we don't just blast past them. And the first level to the upside would be this one right here, which is about 43 to 43.1K, which includes a weekly level of golden pocket and a swing failure pattern of these lows or these highs right here. So the weekly level would be right here, which is a new weekly level that we actually printed today upon the new weekly open, which would be around 43K. Then we have this golden pocket locally taken from this high down to this low. And then we have the swing failure pattern, like I mentioned to you guys, where we could just take out this high right here, take out the liquidity and the stop losses above this high, and then make our way down. So that's the first level to the upside that we could be looking at. Now the second one would be this one right here, around 44.2K to 44.4K. That would be this golden pocket taken from this high right here to this low right here. So it would be a little bit stronger of a golden pocket than this one right here, which is a little bit more local. And then we have a daily level right here, which would be, I can show you guys real quick, would be taken from this high right here. Let's go back to the 15-minute chart. And then additionally, we have a swing failure pattern. Well, no, that would be this one right here. Then additionally, we have the previous weekly value area high, which would be right above this daily level, right about here. So we could actually extend this box a little bit to the upside. All right, I just wanted to pause the video real quick to show you guys that we do have a Discord server. So if you want to come join us, the link is in the description, and we're basically just talking about our analysis and our Elliott wave counts, our targets to the upside and to the downside, etc. So it'd be pretty cool to see you guys on over here to have some more active discussions. And also, I am offering one-on-one coaching now. So if you want to organize a session with me, then my email is in the description, tradingofftilt@gmail.com. And yeah, let's get back into the video. So for this level, I'd say anywhere between 44.2K and 44.5K would be a good level to be looking out for to the upside. And this would probably be a stronger level to the upside than this one right here. Because if this is a 1, 2, and we're coming up for a wave 2, then a typical wave 2 retracement is the 0.618 or the golden pocket. So if this is the golden pocket of the wave 1, this would be a stronger move, or rather a stronger level to look for to the upside than this one right here. This one right here would be around the 0.382, which is not as strong of a retracement for wave 2. So overall, this could be a scalp right here. And if this is a wave 2, this could be a scalp turned into a longer day trade, or even a swing trade in the case that we go much lower. Now I'm going to hide these tools right now, and I'm going to show you guys the local Elliott wave count that I have for this section right here. And it's a little bit speculative, but I want to show you guys what we could be looking at. And that would be this one right here, where if we're calling this all a 1, 2, 3, 4, as opposed to an A, B, C, which is also possible, then in the case this is a wave 4, we could say this is an A down here, a B up here, and a C down here, all for an expanded flat, where this wave A would probably be something like this, A, B, C. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the A wave. This would be kind of a funky B wave. Maybe this could be an ABC, and we come down for a short C wave. And then this wave B is a little bit tricky, but I'm calling it a WXY, where this could be a W up to here, an X down to here, and then a very short wave X, or rather a very short wave Y for the wave B, and then moving down for the wave C. you can't really get a nice impulse wave out of it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without any overlap. So really the only way we could get a completed impulse, a completed motive wave for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is by saying this is all any diagonal. In which case, this is a wave 1 here, this is a 2, this is a 3, 4, 5. Now we don't get any connection between the wave 1 and the wave 3 unless we were to really extend it like this, or we were to do something like this. But this can't be an expanded diagonal because this wave 1 is longer than this wave 3. So it has to be a contracting diagonal. And really the best way we could do it is between the wave 1 here, 2 here, 3, 4, 5 as so. And we do get nice increasing volume, which could be a good indicator that this might indeed be a diagonal. However, it doesn't look that pretty, but it is a possibility that we could have put in a wave C here as well as the wave 4. In which case we're going to start impulsing out of here, and we could, in this section here, we could get a nice 5 wave impulse for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could be a wave 2, and we could be in the process of completing a wave 3 as so. So we have to wait and see, but I would say if we start coming lower, if we really come below this low right here, around 41K, unless we get a swing failure pattern below that low and come back up, we're probably going to drop all the way down here to 38K-ish because we don't have a lot of support built up in this area right here. So that's what I would be expecting if we do happen to drop below this order block right here. And yeah, without further ado, let's hide these tools. I'm going to go on to the higher time frame and show you guys some longer term day trades we could be looking at to the upside and to the downside. So I'm going to go on to the 1 hour chart. And my levels haven't changed that much from my previous video because we really haven't come that high. We really only got a rejection up here and then came down here since the last time I made a video on my weekly update. So if you guys already saw my previous video, it might not help that much, but I do have some new levels to the downside that I could show you guys. But I'm going to start out with the levels to the upside, and those would be these ones right here, starting out with this one between 48.6K and 50.8K. That would include a weekly level of volume, some volume levels in a golden pocket. So starting out, it would be this golden pocket right here, which would be pulled from this high to this low. It would be this weekly level right here around 50.7K. And then we have some naked put in controls, which would be a monthly naked put in control here around 48.6K, a daily naked put in control around 49K, and then another daily naked put in control above this weekly level around 50.9K. Then moving above that, we have this level around right here around 56 to 57.8K, and that would include a daily level right here around 57.8K. That would include a golden pocket, as you guys can see, which would be a pretty big golden pocket to the upside because it would be pulled from the all-time high to this low right put in down here. And then we have a macro range point of control in addition to a weekly naked point of control, which would coincide with the point about the 0.65 of the golden pocket. And the macro range point of control, I can show you guys real quick. So let's go to the daily chart. That would basically be pulling a fixed range volume profile from these lows put in March of 2020 to the current price action. And we can see that this value area high would be up here. Well, actually, we're looking at the point of control. So that would be right here around 57.5K. And that would actually align with this one right here, which is encompassing all the volume in this range right here, taken from about the 1st or 2nd of January to current price action. So that would be a pretty strong level to the upside. I would say this level to the upside would actually be a little bit stronger. I would rank it a little bit higher in terms of strength than this one right here. Now moving on to this one up here, let's hide some of the levels to hide the noise so you guys aren't overwhelmed with how many levels I have on the chart. And the next level would be this 60.3K to 61.4K level, which would include a 0.786. So if we show you guys the golden pockets, it would be the 0.786 taken from this high to this low. As you guys can see right here, it would be a previous range point of control, which would include the range right here. I can show you guys real quick. So if we're considering this all a range right here, up here, then we could see the point of control is right here around 61K. And then we have a monthly level which would be right at the top of this zone around 61.4K. And then we have a weekly naked point of control in addition to that, which would be around 60.4K. So this is a little bit more narrow of a zone. It will be about 60.3K to 61.4K. Now moving above that, assuming we don't take out these highs right here, then we could come right before these highs, get a lot of people bullish, thinking we are going to make new all-time highs. And then we come right into these naked point of controls right here. These would be daily naked point of controls that were put in up here. And we have a weekly level right here around 65.5K. And then we have a previous range point of control, which would be this range right here. So we could come into this weekly level or come right above the weekly level like this into the naked point of controls and then get a rejection. So those are the levels I'm looking at the upside for the most part. Now, the levels to the downside that I'm looking at are going to be, first of all, this one right here. So I'm going to hide the levels I just showed you guys to the upside. All right, so basically this level would come in between this weekly level around 36.2K and this monthly level around 35K. And it would include a naked point of control, which would be this one right here, right below the weekly level around 36.1K. It would include also the macro range value area low. So it would be the same range that I showed you guys previously, taken from this low to current price action right here. And that would align perfectly with the monthly level around 35K. So that would be the first level I'd be looking at to the downside. Now, this could potentially all be some sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think it's that likely, but it is potential. This could be a wave 2. So this I would probably treat this as a scalp or maybe a shorter term day trade. I wouldn't be expecting it to come up like this because I don't really see a nice clear 5 waves into this structure right here. But like I mentioned, it is possible. So we have to keep that in mind that we may come all the way up here if we do come into this level, but more likely, in my opinion, this would be a shorter term trade to maybe trade a reaction back up to here before further continuation to the downside. Now, looking below this level right here, until we get to these order blocks down here, then I'm just going to be looking for swing failure patterns, but below the lows. So first of all, a swing failure pattern below this low into a naked point of control could offer a nice trade. So we have this volume, rather just this naked point of control. Take it from this range right here. We may just come below this low and then tap this naked point of control before getting another move up. Now we have to see that swing failure pattern, so you do not want to set a limit order below these lows and expect it to happen. You want to see it happen in real time and then market buy in on the move. So if we happen to come below these lows and then get a swing failure pattern up, that's when you're going to want to buy and then put your stop loss below the low. Now, if we don't get that, then we could be looking for a swing failure pattern below these lows right here. And if we don't get that, then like I mentioned to you guys earlier, these order blocks down here, which would be about between 23 to 24K, and this one here between about 18K and 19.5K. Or it could be about 20K, which would be structural support with the previous all-time high put in 2018 or 2017. So those are the main levels that I'm going to be looking at to the upside and to the downside for Bitcoin. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave a thumbs up and leave a comment down below to let me know what videos you want to see me cover in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next video and in the Discord server. Take care. Bye.